Alright guys, we're picking up where we left off. I'm going to explore tile maps just a little bit more and show you a different side of it, how you can create tile maps maybe a little faster. So that other way was kind of giving you an idea of how they get put down. Now I'm going to show you how to use this little system a little bit better. Okay, so tile map here. I'm going to rename this one to floor. And so this was from our last one, so this is our floor. Save that. Let's go ahead and open up another scene, and I'm going to create a totally new tile set. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this custom node, and I'm going to find tile map again. So I'm going to add in this tile map. Now over here on the right hand side where we dropped in that texture, this time we're just going to do new tile set without putting anything in there at all. New tile set, and then click that tile set button again. Now you're going to see a bottom bar appear, and after that bottom bar appears there's another button that says expand bottom panel. Click that because we're going to need all of this room to work. Now this part here is a cool feature that they added into Godot 3.1, and it just makes it where you can make these tile sets super fast. So we are going to add a picture for us to create tile maps. We're going to use that same picture we did last time. This right here, this plus sign, is how you can add textures to this tile set. I don't know if you can drag and drop. Let's see if we can drag and drop. You can hit that plus sign and then navigate to it. I'm going to see if I can drag and drop though. Let's go to sprites. I'm going to locate that exact same tile set, which was this tower defense tiles. I cannot drag and drop. It will not let me. So you're going to hit this plus sign. You're going to go to sprites, tiles, and tower defense tile sheets, or tile sheet. Open it, and here is that exact same tile set we were working with, and it doesn't have the grid set up yet. So in order to get the grid set up, you're going to need to first click new single tile and then select an area, just click somewhere basically. This is going to give you a couple of extra options that appear here. One of those is enable snap. We want to turn that on. There's our grid, but the grid is not set up correctly. So if you'll look over here on the right hand side, it says snapping options. You're going to want to change that to 64 by 64, which is the size of these tiles. Now since we turned on the snapping part here, we can literally just click and it will create, it will select that tile for us exactly. Now adding a new tile on this mode is as simple as clicking and add a new single tile. So boom, there's a single tile done. So then you could click the next one, add another one, and that, and so on and so forth. So this right here, what I'm doing is what we did in the last video, just in a couple seconds with a lot quicker. It's just a lot quicker, this part anyway. Okay, so I'm going to show you. Let's go look and see what this looks like. Can we draw with it? How does it work? So let's click on, let's lower this little bar here again, lower that bottom panel, and I think we can just click on tile map, and there are all the tiles. You're like, why didn't we do that last time? Well, I'm trying to teach you guys. Okay, so let's go to the next one. I'm going to get back to where we were, you can click on this tile set thing here, and then I'm going to expand it back up, and I'm going to select this picture again. Okay, now we know how to add tiles like that. Let's see, can I get rid of them? Okay, so I'm going to select on the tile. I'm going to get rid of these tiles. I'm doing this because there's some other stuff I want to show you. So that's how you add a single tile, and you could add a bunch of single tiles. There's also an even cooler and faster way to do that, which is called an atlas. up there in the top right, you have new atlas. We're actually going to use this one for right now. So let's do a new atlas, and I am going to highlight this set of tiles. And now that is going to be, these are like objects, things you could drop into the map. I want that set of stuff. So like I could choose a different set, but I want this set, all the trees and the rocks. And I'm going to give this a name. If you'll look over here on the side, you have name. I'm going to call this my objects. And then up here in the top right, you have a little eye. This little eye here is to show like information, shows the names of what you've just made. So there's my objects tile set. Cool. And now if I go look at this one, so I'm going to click tile map, and now I have objects. So if I click this objects button, what's inside of it? Well, the bush, the tree, the rock. And so it's kind of like you click it and it opens up and you can see what those are. Works just the same, left click, right click to drop, or add a bunch of bushes, or right click to erase them. Okay, let's go back to what we were doing again. We're going to click this tile set here, and this is that expanding and lowering of that thing. I'm going to click back on this picture. This is the one we're working on here. Now, let's do, I don't want to do auto tiler here, so I'm just going to add a couple single tiles. I'm going to add, what color was the grass that I did before? Was it like green, or was it, oh, it was, so the dirt was brown. So let's use these. Okay, so this one here is going to be road. I'm going to just call this road. And I'm going to add another tile. Road. You don't necessarily have to name all these. I'm just kind of showing you that you can. Add another tile. Road. And I'll do that last one just for good measure. Okay. Now we've made two of these, and I'll go back and look at what we've done. I'm going to click this tile map. Now you have the different sections of road with the lines, and you can still flip these just like you were before. And if you want to grab an object, you could grab an object. Okay, cool. So there, I need to show you how to add objects onto what we did before. So let's save what we have here and turn this part into a tile set. So I think what we do is we click, oops, I did not mean to hit that. Oh well. Let's, you're going to hit this, over here on the right hand side, it says Object Properties. Click that and click Save As, and then you are going to go to your tile sets, that folder that you use to make your tile set. So there's mine, online tutorial, and this is just going to be, I'm going to call this one my objects tile set. Objects. I'm going to save it. Now, so I have this new tile set that I made. Let's go back to our original level 1, which I still have it open here. And now we have our floor that I originally added. Now, I went ahead and added an extra tile onto this tree here. So this is my first scene. I added another tile and it was a tree. So as I'm drawing, let's say I wanted to add a tree here on this spot. So let's say I think, oh, I'm just going to click this tile and then click and add a tree. Well, it's going to remove the grass that's around it because it's replacing that tile with this tile, and that tile has no grass under it. Well, I don't want to make a new tile that has grass under it, so I want to put one on top of it. So let's come over here to this side and let's add another tile map, and we're going to add that objects tile map here. So I have this tile map, I'm going to create it, I'm going to call this one my objects, and what you're going to see here is that I can load that one we just made. So I'll come over here to tile sets and I will load my objects tile set, and now I have basically like two layers. I can open up the objects right here that I made, and I can just drop the trees, and it doesn't get rid of anything because the objects are sitting on top of the tiles below them. So that's a good way to add some detail into your map, and you can do it very, very quickly. So this road, I probably wasn't using my brain when I did it, because this is just actually appearing on top of those other tiles. Not that big of a deal. I was just really trying to show you how to do it. The main thing you're going to want out of this tile set is going to be these objects that we're adding. Okay. Alright, so that's all you really needed to know for this one. I'll show you auto tiling in the next video. Alright, have a good day.